Hi, I'm Bob Lilly, and I'm going to show you how to draw a cartoon character called Mothman. Now, most of the time when you see comics or cartoons, you see things that are in full color and the drawings are rather small by the time you see them. But when we start out with cartoons, they're usually drawn a little bit larger and they're drawn on thicker paper and they're in black and white. And as you can see, it takes quite a stack of drawings to make a whole comic book. But anyway, you don't need to worry about a whole comic book right now. We're just going to show you how to draw this character. This is one page from the book, and this is Mothman. And you can see Mothman's kind of the monster that these characters meet. And so that's what we're going to draw, but we're not going to draw him real small. Here's what you need. You need just paper, any kind of paper. I use a little thicker paper, and a pencil. And then later on, I'm going to go over the pencil lines with ink. So I like to use these Sharpie markers. Now, Mothman is basically a series of circles. So I think anybody can draw a circle. So we'll draw a big circle here, and that'll be this part of him. And we'll draw another circle for his head, and then we'll draw circles for where his hands are going to be, and we'll give him some circles there. Just give him a very simple structure. And then we'll draw his feet. And here's his hands. Now, that's pretty much all that I'm going to draw with the pencil, because I think the drawings look so much better if you do most of the drawing with ink. So let's start out with his head. We'll give him this big old silly nose, and we'll draw his eyes on there. And he's got a pair of antennas. Okay, now let's go ahead and we'll give him this kind of a wavy line to outline his head. Alrighty, now let's come down here and give him some hands. Now his arms have the same kind of lumpy lines. And we'll go ahead and give him another hand. We just got to keep track of what side his thumb is on, right? I used to get that backwards. We'll give him those wavy lines. Okay, now this part here will make him have this kind of a furry look about him. Give him some big old shoulders. And this part of his arm is easy. See, we're just basically doing like a rubber hose. And we'll come down here. His legs get real big on the bottom. It almost looks like he's wearing boots. Okay, now let's go ahead and draw his toes on there. How many toes should we give him? That looks like about enough. And I like for the heel to stick out kind of far behind the foot. I don't know why. And then we'll give him another big toe there and some little toes. I mean, it'd be okay if you put 6 toes on him. He's a monster, right? And you put in these lines here and these lines here. Now, most of the drawing, as you see, we're doing that in ink. So now his eyes have kind of like another circle in there, And then they've got a little circle up on the top. And then I always fill this in dark. And it makes his eyes look like bug eyes. And then we put some little lumpy lines on there. So he has some texture. And I kind of like his arms to look like a bumblebee. Okay, and same thing with his legs. We'll give him some stripes on his legs. Okay, now we still need to draw the wings. So his wings come up like this, and then another little thing, and they come down kind of like this. So it looks like a big old moth's wing. And we'll make this other wing come out like so. Alrighty. And we could decorate it up with some crazy things, make him look more like a moth, and then give him just a little bit of a shadow underneath. Since this guy's out only by moonlight, I don't imagine that he casts much of a shadow. Okay, so that is basically how you draw a Mothman. And you can do that too. And you can go back and watch the breakdown with the circles and how you draw it with the lines over again, since this thing's on a video. Okay, and that's our drawing of Mothman, and you can do this over and over again. Just watch the video a second time, and you'll see step by step the things that I didn't slow down and stop and point to as you went. But anyway, this is our drawing of Mothman, and of course, Mothman's a fun monster, and it's also fun to see him in full color. If you'd like to read a book, this entire book about Mothman, here's the front cover, and the book is called Prisoner of the Mothmen, because there's a lot of these monsters. It's got a little hyphen there. And this book's available on Amazon. It's exclusive to the Amazon Kindle device, and it doesn't cost very much money. So you can log on to Amazon and download a copy of this book for yourself and read it in full color, and I think you'll enjoy it. We'll see you.